We have a really special guest with a special occasion. World Refugee Day is happening this coming weekend, and we have a special refugee story and journey to share through Liya and her special recipe from home. So Liya, could you introduce yourself first?
Okay, my name is Liya from Eritrea. I came here in 2017. Yes.
And before you came to the US, you had a long refugee journey.
Yeah, so in 2011, I moved from my country, Eritrea, to Israel. I start my journey toward Sudan, and from Sudan all the way to Sinai, if you know that. And then from Sinai to Egypt, Cairo, and then from that to Israel. I have to cross the road by illegal because that's how it is. We can't go as a legal refugee to Israel. So my journey is you should be for 2-3 weeks from when I started from my country, but because the journey was insecure because of the security, it took us for 3 months. So we used to sleep on the floor under dirt. It's in summertime, so we used to sleep on the floors, and then we used to eat once a day, once a 3 days. So, and then even water, we have to drink a little bit every day because it's a long journey that be short, but it's get long, so we don't have enough for that. So it's been so hard journey, but we make it through Israel. So I used to live in Israel for 7 years. And then I came here to Israel, to America.
And Liya, you mentioned that last time we spoke, me and you, maybe this was your first time sharing your journey.
It's very hard.
So I can see how hard you and I really appreciate that you are sharing, because people need to know how hard your life was before you came to the US, and maybe still there is some struggle still. But you mentioned that you were walking with a group of people.
Yes, with a group of people.
And how long the walk was for?
3 months. For 3 months. It took the journey for 3 months. We didn't walk for 3 months. We used to rest because of the insecurity for the roads, but we used to walk. We was 48 people. We used to walk with just one clothes, and we just walk, and then when we have to rest, we rest. Some people get sick, and some people have died there in the roads, and then it's really, really hard for me even now to talk about it, but yeah, it's good for people to know. That's very important for me that I'm sharing that.
And from home, Eritrea, to how many countries you crossed?
Oh, so many countries. I have my country, Eritrea, and then Sudan, and Egypt, and Sinai, and Israel, and Sudan.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I just crossed the road, those countries in the night time. I never saw them in light because we couldn't. We are illegal, so we can't walk through or go out through the city because we are illegal. So I never saw them, but in light time, in the daytimes, yeah.
And you were no family, just you?
Yeah, I was almost 18 years old when I started my journey from my country, and then I was one day how you decide to come to all this journey for refugees. In our country, we don't have a democracy. We have a very, very hard president. So I used to love study. I love to learn. I love to, but also to help my family. And then I was in the middle of the school, I stopped my school, so in order to help my mom because she was so sick at that time. So I quit my job, I quit my school, and then I started to help my mom. And then after that, it took like 2 years, close to 2 years. So the government, the military of around our cities know that I quit my school, so I'm not doing anything in their position, but not mine, because that's the time that to help my mom is very important for me. So I stopped it. So that's illegal in our country. You have to go to the school or go to military serve, even if you don't want, it's never mind to them. So I don't want to do that. So I start to hide from them. I start to hide and help my mom, and then also go to that's how I learned to cook, but at a very young age. But for the public, we used to have a restaurant, so I used to go there and then help for my sister that they managed the restaurant. So that's how I came out from my country.
So you learned to cook because you started working in this field, in the restaurant field?
No, okay. I actually started cooking when it's a very, very young age, 9 or 10. But yet, other people would start when I start to work in this restaurant for my family. But cooking and then doing home stuff is start from very young age, 9 and 10. So I can remember still very, very tiny, 9, 10 years old, making food, all food that my mom make. She teach me how to cook them, and then I really love them. Yes, I really love to cook.
And we're gonna start cooking and talking later about your journey. But
okay.
Do you remember what was your first thing you cooked with your mom? Like maybe a specific dish that you remember?
Yeah, I remember that called Injera. It's not here now, but soon you're gonna see that because I'm gonna serve you with this food for lunch today. So it's called Injera. That's the first thing that I start cook it. It's already like a bread. So that's the first thing that I learned to cook.
Okay, so we're gonna go and learn with you about the dish today. And you did share with me that through your journey you learn not just languages. Now you speak different languages, but also you learn different cuisine. So we will talk about that even more, but let's start with the dish. Tell us more about the dish.
Okay, this is called Alicha. I have cabbage here, and beans, green beans, and carrot, and tomato, potato, sorry, and I have onion, and tomato, and I have here black pepper and turmeric, and jalapeno, and garlic, and salt, and oil. So I'm gonna make this dish for today because I'm a vegetarian. That's one reason, but the big reason is in our country is very valuable food for the people who fast when we have so many days to fast, 55 days for Pasika Orthodox time. So we made that all day, all the time when we have this fast. So it's kind of good memory for me.
So is it fasting from meat? All kind of meat?
Yes, from meat and dairy.
And this is like a religious fast?
Yes, a religion. Okay. Yes, Orthodox.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's specific months of the year, or you just decide for 50 days? Is there a specific 50 days during the year?
Yes, from January, February. From February to April in the middle. That's 55 days. So and then we also we have fast for Friday and every Wednesday. So that's the first and specific food for that.
Okay, so let's start. Let's see how it's
gonna
go.
So I'm gonna cut the onion now first. That's how we're gonna start. So I'm gonna heat some gas here.
And you said you have a son.
Yes, I have
So how old is he
7 years
now?
old son.
7.
When we come here, he was 4, but he's 7 now.
And
Yes.
he was born in Israel.
In Israel,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how was the journey with being a single mom with a little boy?
I can't tell you that's easy. No.
Yeah.
It's hard, but I love it, you know. I'm proud that I do that all the time, but yeah.
So you are putting some oil now?
I'm putting some oil now.
Do you use olive oil most of the time?
Yes, all the time. Not too much oil, but if you like too much, a lot of oil, you can. But I don't. Sometimes I just like it. A little bit of yeah.
Did you ever visit it home after you left?
No, I don't. Because I can't. In Israel, I was not legal for 7 years, so I can make it if I can. But I was not legal in Israel. I used to not. You know, nobody knows me there. I live.
How was your life in Israel? 7 years, right? You said, or 6 years?
7 years.
7 years. How was your life there?
Really hard.
Did you work or?
Yeah, I didn't. So a lot of time I didn't work because I have so many things to deal with in that time. Because when I got in Israel after not long time, about 6 months later, I have my son. And then I couldn't work. I used to live in shelter actually because my son's father was very abused. So I used to live in shelter. I can't work. I just have to live there. So no, I actually didn't work. This is really hard journey. Yeah.
But you learned how to cook.
Yes.
So how was the food there?
That's a good thing. So in Israel, in that shelter, we have people from Iraq, Israeli Jewish people, and then me from Eritrea, Ethiopia, from Palestine, from that lady that she cooked before me.
Cuba?
No, from
Palestine.
Yeah, actually, when I heard his story, my heart broke. I have a friend from Palestine, that shelter, that I said, I wish she could come here because she wants to come here. And then, yeah,
So the shelter is like for refugees, like a camp, or for women?
Just women shelters.
Okay.
Yes,
so for women went through like abuse relationship. Okay.
Yes. So I used to live there for like this whole time. I just out and in. So.
And how is the life like in a shelter? Like, how was the day look like there?
Yeah, I am very appreciated that saved my life because I got there. But it's kind of you just wake up in the morning, you go to the kitchen, eat your breakfast, send your son inside the shelter to the daycare, and then you go to the kitchen, make food, all of kind of food. And then afternoon, kids come, you make dinner, let them sleep, you go to the bed. Yeah, but it's really appreciate life that yeah.
Does this process of like being home during COVID-19 does bring you memories of the life there?
Yeah. I actually said I actually very, very love my family. I wish to be in my country because I love my country. It's beautiful, all nature, and I also appreciate that I'm here because that's the better life I'm living. But I have every day I miss. Every day that's not change. Every day I just say, oh, I wish I can just go one day in my country and see them. When I decide to go out of my country, I never say bye to nobody. So I just wish for some time so one day to go there and then it's really hard. I can remember this. I get up in the morning, never say bye to nobody, to my friend, to my family, to my dad that he passed away. Now that I came here, it's really hard. Yeah, when I came here, to Israel, yes, he decided to say, he said, okay, I'll help you pay the money, and then you can come here. Yeah.
Does your son still speak to your family? Does he understand?
No, he born actually in Israel, but he don't want to speak Israel language.
Oh.
Yes, he just with English. He just wanna he just English, but I do. Yes. Okay, so we waited a little bit until this get a little bit brown. Yeah.
Do you still do the fasting here, or it's hard?
Yeah, I actually didn't eat. I know I used to be vegan for 2 years, and then I go to vegetarian now. So I just yeah. But when I used it in Israel, I used to fast. Yes. Eritrea actually this city is of Muslim and Christian, so I know everything about Muslim almost.
Wow.
Yes.
So after the onion, what do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the tomato. Yes, and then you just wait until it get a little bit brown. Till then I'm cutting this, and then we're gonna cook it for a little bit.
About your son, does he eat your food, or
yes,
does he rather fast food?
No, he not gonna have it if he wants to. He's not.
So that you do cook and he does eat it.
No, he eat it. He love my food from the young age. I make him everything. We, as a people, we go sometime out, but never order food home. We eat all.
So when you were a kid, you said you went to school.
Salt after the onion now a little bit.
Is there so some people when they cook, they put the salt in the end of the cooking?
I put it on the first of the cooking. After a little bit, the salt, the onion cooked a little bit for like 7 or 5 minutes. I put the salt. I just very creative of my cooking.
Well, you do what works for you, right?
Yeah, what works for me, and then it's.
So I was saying, when you were a kid, you went to school. How is school there? How is lunch in school? Do you do lunch in school, or
no? We get up in the morning. We eat our breakfast before the school, and then after that we go to the school. We learn there, and then we go home and eat.
What time? How long the school time?
Yeah, if that starts from 8, it's less until 1 o'clock or 12:30.
So it's a short day. That's why you go back home.
Yes, so breakfast at home, and then you go home and eat lunch.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the tomato in.
Okay. And who taught you this dish? Is it your mom?
My mom, yes. Yeah. In our country there is no people eat outside of their house, so everything how to cook from the very young age.
And you said you were 9 when you start cooking.
Yeah.
So like using the
No, I have this very different picture than you have in the back.
Yeah, go ahead, tell us how you cook there.
But it's really hard to explain. I am going to try to show you a picture. But it's very different. You gotta, we cook actually with no gas. We cook with ash. I don't know how it's called ash with English.
Is it like wood or
wood? With woods. We have a big stones. 3 big stones. I used to live in country city, so we have 3 big stones. We put woods in. We put our thing in there, and then we cook.
Okay, and the cooking normally outside or inside?
Yeah, most people is outside, but if you are a little bit in cities, you can have kitchen. Yeah.
So when you were a kid, who will start the?
Me.
You will start it? Oh, wow.
I will start it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
How kid is. You just want to do everything by yourself. Yeah.
And you cooked because you get hungry and you eat, or you cook for your family too?
I cook for my family.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I cook for my family, and not because just for me, for family actually. We are 5 sisters and 3 brothers.
And all of you cooks?
Huh?
All of you cooks? Or?
Yeah. In our country, you're not cooking, you're not enough for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the brothers? Do they cook or no?
No.
Oh,
no
so they
men
just
cook
eat.
in our country.
not
No
fair.
men cook in our country. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like opposite way in this city. Yeah. Men just do, you know, outside work and women inside work. Yeah. Yes.
So you wait a little bit for...
Yeah, a little bit for 5 minutes. Yeah. So just cutting the tomato now.
So we always get to be asked, where did you learn English? What about you? Traveling to too many places and learning too many languages.
In English?
Yeah.
I actually, when I came here, I never knew English. Like,
Wow.
nothing. But I don't like when people translate for me. So that's how I learned. I say, I'm gonna sit down and learn English. I just can't. I just learn it from home. Because I can go school because I have my son, and then I can't leave him. After school, the school is after 6 o'clock to the Catholic Church. They have a lot of service, but I can make it. So yeah, I learned at home, and then I have a lot of family here. They are American, so I talked with them all the day. So that's how I learned.
And actually, that's what I want to hear. So you came in 2017.
Yes.
And you came through World Relief. And I know we are here today in a special place that we're going to talk about too.
Yeah.
But how was the process? You arrived with your son, who was 4 years old?
4 years old, yes.
And how was the first day arriving to the U.S.?
So, Israel is very small country. Everything is closed. It's like my country. So when I came here, I said, what did the people put me? Where do I go now from here? They help you for 3 months, World Relief, but it's very appreciated, but it's not enough. It's like when Tion used to help me, so when she just like, okay, that's my 3 month enough, so you go ahead and do your work. How? I just can't. And then Sylvia, yes, so Sylvia used to know me. I used to make jewelry in World Relief. We used to have classes there. So Sylvia, we just talk about it. We not talk about it, but I told Tion that how hard it is. So she said, well, maybe we can find you someone who can help you. And then she invited me with Jessica, that's Julie's daughter. And then when she before that, I was like, I stay home. I don't know how to deal with this life. It's very hard. And then when I meet Jessica, she entered my house. She just my sister. She does everything with me. She just. Then I said, okay, I can live in this country. I can live in this country. I can have family. I have sisters. Okay.
So Jessica, when did you meet Jessica? Was the first couple of months or year or?
No, that's the same year. I came here in July, and then I met her about September.
Okay. So how did you communicate with Jessica in the beginning, since you didn't have English when you arrived?
She translated for me with Hebrew. She want to say something, she write it with English, and then she translated to Hebrew, and then I translate to English was for her. Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how we start.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's how we start talking, and then so in 2017 September, I found a job in hotel. So I start work there. I didn't like it a little bit because I never worked in any hotel, and then it's never good for me. So I quit the job. I start home. But in that Jessica story, she actually she was like my, what I say?
Is it mentor?
She was mentor, but she even I can't call her at 1 o'clock. She came. I called her in the morning. She came. She just she just saved my life for a lot of situation. yeah, she did great thing in my life. Yeah, so now I have this family.
Yeah, and actually today, tell us about where we are today.
Yeah, this house is Doris's house. So I came here this house in first Christmas in America. I entered this house. I said, "Oh my gosh, this house is beautiful." And I said, "I want to spend time is gonna be here." You know, because I used to live in country. This, you know, city thing is not, you know, it's not mine. So when I see this house and her, you know, with big heart, and then it just been my house. I do everything what I want here. Everything. Yeah.
What a great family.
Yes, they are.
And yeah, I don't want my question to distract you from cooking. Take care of.
Okay, it's okay.
But actually, we have here in the room too one of the people who his job was affected too, which is Rapid.
Oh, thank you. I met you your first week here. I did your medical records and the vaccines for you and your son. And I was shocked because her son's medical record and the vaccine records was in Hebrew. And I said, how come, like, she came from a country and this Hebrew and the son never speak any other language other than Hebrew? I said, oh wow, that's something like weird for me. And then she told me, no, because we were living in like Israel for a while and my son were like raised here. He was raised here, so he speaks only Hebrew. I said, okay. So it was hard for me to transfer from my previous job to transfer the medical record and the vaccine records from Hebrew to English. In order not to miss any other, like any...
How we get together like this?
I should told you that with Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Did I told you that with Arabic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I say, how did I say all these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did a home visit for her, like the first week of being here. I visited you at your home, your apartment.
Oh my gosh. You see, I was so lost when I came here first. So sorry.
When she was talking about her story, I said, oh wow, that's...
Oh my gosh. This
She's
is
a strong
something.
woman.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm so happy to meet her again.
Sorry guys, I'm just going to put now all the carrot and then the tomato. It's washed already before that. And then I'm gonna cook it for 7 or 5 minutes. Okay. Just like this.
What you were working before COVID-19 hit? Do you want to speak about that?
I work in a school, food service for the kids. Yeah, that's but because of the corona, we stopped it.
So food services, you mean you cook food?
I serve
or,
food
okay,
for
you
the
serve
kids.
food. Oh,
Yeah,
in schools? In schools?
Yeah, at
Oh,
school.
wow.
Yes, I served there.
And since COVID-19 hit, the work have been stopped, right?
Yeah, stopped. No, never worked. We never working. Yeah.
And how is family? Do you still in contact with your family? How is COVID-19 there too?
Oh, really hard. My sister just told me last Friday that they have blocked everything, even stores, everything. Like they can't go outside. It's really hard now.
Is there many cases there?
Many cases, they close everything, and then I said, you know, hearing that and then knowing the situation, how the life there, it's really hard to deal stuff with it. And then they're my family. It's really hard. Yeah, there. Yeah.
So now tell us where we are in the dish.
We are waiting till the tomato and carrots get together, cooked a little bit. We have a little bit time to cook it, and then we're gonna put the cabbage in it. Yeah.
Do you find all the spices you need in here? Is there a specific places that you go do your shopping from?
Yeah, we have a couple Eritrean store here in Jacksonville, so we find the stuff there. Yeah, everything that we need. You know, not as much as original as our country, but yeah, we find them.
So tell us what's happening now.
I'm gonna look this how it is now. Just go cabbage. So cabbage is one of the things that we can find it easily in our country. Cabbage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So do you put something else instead of cabbage there?
No.
Okay.
It is. That's the easiest thing that we can find, and then it is what for the Alicha. Yeah.
Is that gonna go?
It's gonna melt. Yeah.
You did mention before that you used to grow not corn, something else.
Mashela. That's called
Mashela and Teff. Can you tell us about these two and how you used to make flatbread from them, right?
Yes, a flatbread that called Injera. So we actually in our country grow Teff and Mashela, but we specifically used to grow the thing that called Mashela, and then from the Mashela we make this Injera. It's so flat. This is soft, yummy. Yeah, this Injera. We grow them on winter. So it's actually men's work, but we used to help. We help. We go there, help them do the work.
So you help to grow mashela, which
yeah,
is
we
now
help them.
Maybe it's similar to corn, or
it is. That's how it's corn grow, the mashela, the Teff grow. It's very similar. Yeah, we can find it here. That I can show you guys any picture, but we can find it here.
Okay.
Yeah, but this specific Injera made from Teff. Yes.
Which is another thing you used to.
Yeah,
grow.
but it makes the same thing. It just. Yeah, it makes the same thing. It tastes the same thing, but it just grow in other side of Eritrea. And then
and you said this is like a dessert. Right?
It's got in our country we use it. There is no cake, you know, so that's as a dessert. We make it as when we have birthdays, when we have a holidays, some special guests. Yes.
So we are so special today.
Yes, you are, guys. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to make it, and what do you need to make it?
So actually, this thing I make it today morning. It took me 1 hour.
Wow.
Yes, I get up in the morning. I buy the flour, and then I put salt in it and sugar and mix it together. Yes, and it made and I have specific oven for that. Yes, and then I make it. Yeah.
So what do you eat it with coffee, or what?
With coffee. We are very rich how we make our stuff in our country. We just love to do stuff, especially when we have a special guest in holidays. So this we make it with coffee as a dessert.
Coffee today, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I planned for that, but somehow it didn't work.
So what's so special about your coffee?
About my coffee, the coffee is, like I said, is Injera and Hambasha. Our family, the parent, they love it. They can't live without it. That's their favorite thing to enjoy, to talk with their friend, with their husband, with everyone. So actually, the coffee it takes so long time that we make it at least 2 days a week, a day. So it tastes good. It's very fresh coffee. So that was special for me to make you guys today, but it didn't work.
What time during the day you drink it?
In the morning and then in the evening.
Wow.
So I used to make to my I used to make to my mom when I get up in the morning. Before I go to the school, I make coffee to my mom at least for 1 hour. Sitting there, give her at least 2 or 3 cups. There is a small cups that we drink with. So I have to make it for her, at least give her 2 times or 3 times and go to school. Very, very young age. And then I used to drink in that age too, which is not allowed. But I used to sneak and drink some from her coffee. So I love coffee. I always make a fresh coffee for myself too.
But your son is not allowed to drink it.
No. No. He tasted sometimes. He said, "No, I don't want to drink it." Yes, he liked to.
It's strong, right?
Yeah, he liked to drink tea. Yeah. This thing is almost cooking.
Okay. And it does. I start smelling. When you didn't even put any spices yet.
No.
Yeah.
I'm glad, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to cut the jalapeno and garlic.
Is at your home? Do you guys eat spice food or?
Oh yeah, that's another thing that we can't cook any food without spicy things, specific jalapeno. We can't. Yeah.
And how long the injera takes to make it?
It's take 3 days. You have to process it. You know, when you buy when it make as a flour, you have to mix it with water. You should stay just with water in the flour for 3 days at least. As process.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 days.
Yes. If someone asks, I can't. It's 3 days.
But in the stores you mentioned, they do make it and sell it there.
Yeah, there is a store that make it and sell it. Yeah, but many people make in their houses. Yes, specific who's are big family. They make in their house. They buy the teff, and then they make it at their house.
And you did mention before that you cook all the time to friends and families that you know.
Yes.
So you are planning also to start your catering business?
Yeah, before Corona, I thought about it. I thought about it, but Corona came and then. Block all the process. But thank you God that we are safe all. So yeah, I thought about it. I wanted to do that because I'm a good cooker. Yeah. Everybody love my food. That's great. So yeah, so my friend Jessica, on her day before her wedding, he have a guest coming to her. I don't know how that's called. She have a 50 guests coming. I cook for them. So everybody loves that food. Yeah.
Well, we cannot wait, so we could visit and order food from you. So.
Yeah, after Corona, and then so let's see how it's going on with this thing with Alicha. So now I'm going to put the garlic and the jalapeno. And the black pepper and the turmeric all together.
So you are putting all the spice, which is the turmeric,
the turmeric,
and black pepper.
Black pepper. I have put all the recipe. How much is that?
Yeah.
So they can find it there.
Do you cook like big meals and you keep it for the whole of the week?
Yeah, when I used to work, yes, I cook it at home. On Saturdays, when I'm on off days, I cook it for 1 week. Saturday to Saturday, it saved me a long time, good times. Yeah. First of all, be strong. Creates power from anywhere, and then ask for help. Yeah, that's the very, very important thing. Ask for help. Be friend with the American people, with the community. Yes, that's very important. You benefit a lot of things. You benefit friends and family and language and power and so many things. Yeah, that was my recommendation.
Wow, Liya, you are so strong.
Yeah,
you are.
Thank you.
The smell is amazing.
Yeah.
Do you smell it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm glad that 7-5 minutes and then it's all done.
Oh wow.
Yes.
We can't wait. So now we're gonna see how people eat it.
How people eat it and how this tastes.
Yeah. And how you serve it.
Yeah, how you serve it.
Do you listen to music from home?
Yeah.
Do you have
Not
specific
always,
music?
not always,
No?
because it take you back home. It take you back home, yes.
Does
not
your
always.
kid know the music or no?
Yes, he knows.
Ah, look to that. Here, are we capturing these moments?
Yeah.
Wait, so does your son speak English like well?
Yeah, he is.
Is that second grade?
Huh? He's going to be now 6th grade. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna put the Alicha right here, and then everybody can be free eating it.
Ah. Oh, look to that.
Yes.
Okay, so make it polite, Liya.
Okay, show us how you make it.
Okay, so you take some plate and put this is injera. You take one injera right here.
Here, watch.
Another injera. Am I blocking somebody? Another injera. You put one himbasha right here. You take 1 spoon of this alicha right here. Yes. Yep.
And now how you eat it?
And now how I'm gonna eat it is I'm gonna first wash my hand. So we took some piece from the injera and then you put it like this. And you hold some of the alicha under the injera.
Hey! Woo! That's amazing. Where? How it tastes?
It is really good. I can't wait, guys, until you eat it.
It is spicy?
No.
She's not gonna feel it.
No, it's not. You can guys eat it.
So we just finished eating your delicious food. This specific dish was from home, right? So when you feed people, is that a way to introduce them to your home?
Yes, that is. Yeah.
And what you would like them to know about home?
Home is great. Home is the part of our life, but specific me, I miss it. I would love to live there, but because I try to live here as kind of home by making the food that I like there, by everything, the traditional thing that we do there, so I can feel the home.
Are there any particular foods that help you feel a particular memory that you have? Do you have any dishes that are associated with a particular memory?
I have one that's called ga'at. That's very delicious food too. Yeah, I have that one. That I just say, okay, I wish if I go home I can eat that. It's made from flour too. Yeah, and it's made with sauce, the sour cream, and then some oil. It's very good. Yeah, you know.
Who used to make it for you?
My mom.
Mom.
Yeah.
And do you make it now or?
Well, I make it sometime. Yeah, but it never tastes like we used to make at home.
Of course, of course.
I will say, oh look, you can make home food and then be healthy. That's very important for me. People can make at their house food and eat the food from their hand. They made it and it's really healthy for them. I said, it's very healthy. Did that taste good? That's very healthful. And then make at home. That's what I would say.
I imagine it looks like you've introduced a lot of people to your kind of food.
Yeah.
How do you think people here respond to that?
Yeah, they love my food. They love my food. They they said, what is they doing in your food? What's the secret? But I just made it by love, and I'm happy when I made it. I just didn't feel lazy when it comes to food. So that make it more delicious, because it's made from the heart. It's just always tastes good. Yeah.
And do you also use it to connect with people?
Yeah, I make all the time for the people that I love, that I respect, you know, that, yeah, it is.
Thank you so much, Liya. This was great. Wow. And we loved everything you made today. Thank you so much. And we feel so special. You had extra things for us too. Thank you, and hope we will see you this Saturday again.
Yes.
This program is brought to you by Islamic Relief USA, Welcoming Gainesville, Weave Tales, Reyes Legal P. LLC, Engage, Florida Immigrant Coalition, We Are All America, Welcoming America, Museum of Science and History of Jacksonville, and the family of Andrea Myers and Mac McShed.